almost same. Okay, so I'm here to talk about a book called as PS I Love You. PS is nothing but postscript which we write at the bottom of the letters, like whenever we need to tell something. So this book is purely based on love between a couple, husband and wife. So they are Jerry and Holly. Those are those names, and it's very it got very famous. And at the end of this book, or the people who have read this book would really love Gary, and the women who read this would like or love Gary, like, and they would what is it, like the love he shows to Holly. It's very immense. I'll tell you how. And the story starts with the demise of Gary. He's 30 years old when he dies. So like he has a brain tumor and he dies because of it. And it starts with his funeral and the grief of Holly. The book starts with it. But if you go to the backstory, like they say that it's a very common couple who fights with each other, they love each other, and it's a very, they both a very common couple we see day to day and how we all live. So, and at some point of time, he has a kind of a pain, a migraine kind of pain, and the doctor diagnoses that it's a brain tumor. And so he lives for some days and then he is gone. So, and she is very grieving on that, and she feels that he has gone forever. And all this happens, and there is some the story builds up like her mother, her sisters, her friends, they'll try to cook her up and bring her to the normal life and all. And also her mother says that she has a box and envelopes which is on her table, so which she has to which was addressed to her. So it says my love or something, so it was addressed to her, so something like that. So after a month or two, she again asks her mom where it is, and when she takes it up, it has 10 envelopes in it, with each a month on top of it, from Jan to October or something. It has exactly 10 months on it, and it was all written by Gary to her after his demise. So what has to happen or what she has to do for the next 10 months. So the letters of the story, and each letter will have the word PS I love you. So he always reminds her that he is loving him, and he wanted him to come, her to come out of it. So the first thing, like you would say, like she actually reads the second letter first. She would not seen the first letters and all, she would read the second letters first. So you would have tell him, like, you have to read it one by one, and it has to be done, and you have to do what I say. So something like that. So like initially you would start for the first one, she will ask her to go for shopping. So go for a diva shopping and go buy some dresses and come. So she goes there with her friends, and some subplots comes into it and go into it. But the main plot is these 10 letters, what happens out of it. So once she gets some dresses, the next one would go to a DJ club or something, go to a party and dance out of it, so something like that. So the next one would be to like throw my dresses away, don't keep any of my belongings, you don't need that to remember me, I'm always with you, or something like that. He says that, and so she will painfully just like she throws all it. And this is a very a very important letter which is very emotional. Like see, like when we read the book, it will be like one stuff or the other, like his sweaters, his socks, and his pens and papers, and whatever it is his belongings, he will throw it one by one, remembering all those and what the memories they have together, so something like that. So it goes on like this, and the final 10th letter would be to find a love of your own and have a life, something like that. And before that, you would also ask her to go for a job that you love. So go for a holiday, go and find some like go to the beach, enjoy yourself, something like that. Like it is like an order which he gives to her, which actually brings her out of the grief and out of his like she still loves him and he loves her, but still since he's not there, like he wants her to move on and go on like this. So that's the main plot of it. And each and every letter, like it would be just 10 letters into lines into it. Along with this interleaved, the story would be showing like how they started loving each other. Like he would be a singer in a pub or something, so he'll be singing and she'll be singing. So that's how they built up a love. And it will also involves Gary's parents, like both are Irish in the book. So she'll travel to Ireland to visit her parents, Gary's parents, and also something of course like that. So like when we read it, right, so I actually fall in love with Gary, like how he loves his wife and what he has done. So and also like as humans, like we always used to say that we'll always wish to know like what happens after we go. So that's one thing which any of us doesn't know, and what will happen after that. But this, right, so this gives a feeling like even after we go, so like even after Gary goes, like he's with her and he's guiding her, something like that. So that's a psychological feeling that for both of them it's happy. Like even when he died, he would have thought, okay, even if I go, my letters will guide her, I'll be with her, something like that. And she will also feel that for the 10 months, like he was with him, like she remembers all those memories, and at the same time she was erasing all of it on his orders. Like she was erasing her belongings and everything, and she was starting a new life on it. So that was very close to that when I read it. I read it around some 10 years back. But still, I love the story, and the movie is also good. And the hero was Gerard Butler, like 300 Spartans, right? So he was the hero. So kind of completely contrast. He was very romantic in this movie, and it was really good. So I want to say, like, everyone who say to their partners, always PS. I love you.